check, check, check. Check, check, check. Starting up just a moment. What's going on, chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Starting shortly, starting shortly. Get your drinks. Starting shortly. Going on, Jack? What's up, chat? Getting into it. What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the Silver and Black Lounge. We talk Raiders football all year long. If you're new here, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because we're on the way to our next subscriber milestone. Tonight we got a fun one. Can Brock Bowers become the first tight end in NFL history to win the NFL Offensive Player of the Year? No tight end has ever done it. Is this the year? We'll break down why Klint Kubiak's offense might unlock another level of Brock Bowers. We got plenty of start, bitch, cut debates, chat questions throughout the show. So grab your drinks, settle in, and let's talk Raider ball.
Blown is identifiable around the world.
The autumn wind is a Raider.
Which team by slogan, commitment to excellence.
Pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
He'll knock you round,
All those things
then upside down,
are the Raiders.
and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
He's blown up. Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Give me a second, guys. Sorry about this. Just a second. Damn it. Just a second. All right, cool. Turn my camera on. What is going on, Raider Nation, man? How's everybody feeling today, man? I am Raider Ben. I am the host of the Silver and Black Lounge. You have officially pulled up a seat in the lounge, man. We here talking all things Brock Bowers, man. The ESPN has just dropped their 2026 prediction post, their article, and we gonna get into it, man. But first and foremost, I encourage you guys all, man, please do me a favor, hit the like button as you work your way into the stream. Let us know where you're watching the stream from. Who's been here since 5,000 subs, bro? That's what who's been here since I hit 5K, bro? Let me know in the chat. Let me know also in the poll, do you guys think there's a realistic chance for Brock Bowers, a tight end, like we said earlier, has never won it, to win NFL Offensive Player of the Year? So before we get into the article, we're going to get into the article. I do appreciate everybody for coming by the show, taking some time. We got Jack in here. Why is that shit like popping up and then going away like instantly? Hold on. That was weird. That was weird. Where's my chat at? There it is. Okay, that's why. There it is. What's up, Jack? Jack in the building. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in here? We got Willie Wayne. What's up, Willie Wayne? We got Alfredo. What's up, Alfredo? Sophia, Frank Weber. What's going on, everybody? Raider Paul with the Raiders. What else we got in here, man? Appreciate you guys for pulling up, bro. I really do. Got a good show lined up. I already got fucking Fluffy in my bro. Fluffy's been in my chat, bro. This motherfucker will keep his mouth shut all off season, bro. They just come out of nowhere and start running his dick sucker. Anyways, so let's get into it, man. Let's get straight to the article. Let's switch the seat over. Let's go with our scene 2. I'm gonna pull my camera back up. Go ahead and take the comment down. So you guys can see here, we're gonna break down the article. Let's go ahead and go to scene 2 over here. Let me take my mug as far as I can out the shit so you guys can try to read it. It's gonna be kind of hard on the vertical side, but if you're on the full screen side, you can see it. All right, so you guys can see the title of this article is 10 predictions for the 2026 NFL season, division winners and trades. All right, so they got, let's see what they got here. They got Myles Garrett is gonna hit 20 sacks. Let's see what else they got here. They got Dak Prescott will be the 10th quarterback to throw for 5,000 yards in a season. Let's see what else we got here. The Chiefs will miss the playoff again. I know we all like that one. I know we all like to see the Chiefs missing the playoffs. They got the Chiefs missing the playoffs again. Let's see what else we got here. They got the Texans will win the AFC. That's a hot take, chat. That's a hot take. I don't think the Texans are very good offensively, bro. And I honestly think, regardless of how good their defense is, what up, Daniel Berry? Regardless of how good their defense is, Houston's going to struggle, bro, because CJ Stroud, I don't know what it is, but ever since his rookie year, he's never been the same. You guys can argue with me in the chat if you guys won't. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion, bro. But yeah, in my opinion, CJ Stroud's never been the same since his rookie year. So the whole Texans will win the AFC take right there. I mean, that's a hot take, bro. That's not even, I wouldn't even consider that a prediction, bro. I don't see it happening. The Texans do have a good defense. I'm not taking nothing away from the Texans defense. But at the end of the day, I just don't think they're going to be good enough to win the conference. At least I don't believe that. Said you guys can let me know in the chat how you guys feel. See what else we got in here, chat. The Saints will win the NFC South. So we all know that the Saints, they got, what's his name, Kellen Moore a few years ago from Dallas. I believe they got him from Dallas or wherever the hell they got him from. I forget. Oh, from the Eagles. And you know, last year, you know, at the end of the season, you know, Tyler Shuck played well. You know, 4-1 his final 4 games. You know, that's in his final 5 games. That's impressive. You know what I mean? Nonetheless. So, I wouldn't say that's a hot take for the Saints to win the NFC South because there's really not that many good teams in the South. You got Carolina, who I don't think's very good. You got Atlanta, who I also don't think's very good. You got the Saints, and then who else you got in that joint? the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers. I'm missing a team, bro. I always miss one team from the division. Oh, the Buccaneers. Yeah, I feel like that's the Buccaneers division to take. Now, will the Buccaneers grab the bull by the horns and take over the division? I don't know, but nonetheless, I do think that's a hot take, bro. The Saints win the NFC South. I think that's kind of a hot take. Well, no, that's not a hot take. I think the Texans is that. I think the Saints can win that division, no doubt. They got the Vikings will win the NFC North. Now, this is kind of crazy. So they think that because the Vikings, they picked up Kyler Murray at quarterback, right? Does Kyler Murray really give them the best opportunity to win? I mean, J.J. McCarthy sucks, I guess. I guess he gives them the best opportunity to win. They got Carson Wentz. I don't know. But to say they're going to win that NFC North when you have Green Bay in that division, you got the Lions in that division. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not really gonna go with the Vikings win the NFC North. I think if I had to choose between any of those teams, I'm probably gonna end up taking either the Green Bay Packers or the Lions, to be honest. So this one right here is interesting, chat. They're predicting that Jonathan Taylor will be traded to the Chicago Bears. I'm not too familiar with the whole Chicago Bears quarterback or running back situation right now. But if the Bears and Ben Johnson can find a way to acquire a quarterback or a running back like Jonathan Taylor, I think that'll take that team, probably to win that division. I forgot they have the Bears in that division. So I'm definitely taking the Bears, the Lions, and the Packers to win the division over the Vikings. So I don't know where that's a crazy take, bro. That's probably hotter than saying that the Houston Texans will win the AFC South, to be honest. Another interesting take here. They have Sam Laporta. Oh, the Bears got DeAndre Swift. Okay, he's nice. Sam Laporta will get traded to the Panthers. That's interesting there. Don't really have much take on that. So it has really nothing to do with my conference at all. And then here's what we want to talk about here, but we'll see what else they have on the docket. They got Antonio Williams will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I guess he's a 71st pick of the draft. He's a wide receiver. And then what else they got? So that's it. So we'll get to what the main topic of the story of the show is right here, bro. See, maybe let me zoom in just a little bit more. It might make it easier for you guys to see. I really don't like that it's got this dumbass fucking privacy thing down here on the bottom that's keeping me from fucking seeing the bottom. But I want to try to read it along with you guys. So here it is. Brock Bowers will win Offensive Player of the Year. So here's their take on it right here. So a tight end has never won AP Offensive Player of the Year. The closest one has gotten was Travis Kelce in 2020 with a whopping 3 votes to tie Bills quarterback Josh Allen for 4th. Arizona's Trey McBride got a first place vote last year for his 126 catch, 1,239, 11 touchdown season. Rightfully so. But it would have been tough to catch Seahawks wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. But this year, Smith-Njigba's old coordinator is Bowers' new coach. Klint Kubiak proved in Seattle that he can funnel targets to a star pass catcher through a variety of alignments and motions. Bowers is capable of lining up attached to the line, in the slot, and out wide. It might already feel like he has been funneled targets in the Raiders' poor offense, but he only has a 24.8 target rate on routes ran over for his first 2 years in the NFL. That's 21st amongst all high-volume receivers, 200-plus routes, and 4th among tight ends. Bauer had his record-setting rookie performance with 112 catches for 1,194 yards, with quarterback Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell throwing in the vast majority of his targets. Last season, Geno Smith was the passer, and the raw production dropped. Bauer also missed time with injury. It felt like he fell off an untenable rookie pace. But Bauer's catch rate stayed steady, 74% in both seasons. and his yards per reception stayed steady, 10.7 to 10.6. He was just targeted less on 23% of his routes in 2025 relative to 27.4 in 2024. Such a decrease simply shouldn't happen again under Kubiak, and as new coach tries to return Bowers to his rightful place as the unquestioned leading target, the quarterback play should be the best of Bowers' career, whether Kirk Cousins or Fernando Mendoza. Bowers can't just feast as the lone option on a losing team, though. That's what McBride did. He set the tight end record with 126 receptions last season, beating the previous mark by 10 catches, but nobody cared about the Cardinals, so his draw against Jackson Smith and Jigba and Christian McCaffrey and Puka Nacua and Bijan Robinson was really tough. It will take a soft draw for Bowers to emerge, but given the attention with Mendoza in hand, I think he'll soon enough shine that he wants that. Yeah, bro, I think he'll see soon enough shine that he wins this award with a record-setting season of his own. McBride did it with catches, but I think Bowers is better suited to best Kelsey's 1,416 receiving yard season from 2020. So that's the article. Shout out to Trey McBride, bro, because I don't really follow the Arizona Cardinals that much. But Trey McBride with a hell of a season, bro. Over 120 something catches and 1,200 yards. That's impressive. That's impressive, especially with, subpar quarterback play. But, I agree with what this article says, and you guys know I'm probably going to agree with it anyways because I'm a huge Brock Bowers guy. But I definitely believe that Brock Bowers can surpass what Trey McBride did. So that's a question I'm gonna propose to the chat right now. Do you guys think that Brock Bowers can finish this season under Klint Kubiak? So what do he had him at? He had him at, let me see. Let's see what was the record at? So the record for tight ends last year was set. I just had it. I literally just read it, bro. 126 receptions. So do we think Brock Bowers can surpass 126 receptions and 1,239 yards? I mean, I personally do believe he can. I have some numbers that we can get into that would, kind of portray, the season that's amongst us for Brock Bowers. If we go and look at Brock Bowers' stats, let's switch the scene real quick. We go back and we look at Brock Bowers' stats. Let me zoom in some. So this was from year 1 to year 2. Let's see, we'll zoom in some more. Stupid ad. I fucking hate ads. So here we go right here. Stupid fucking ad, bro. Like, I can't even fucking get on the internet, dude, without seeing fucking ads, bro. That shit's fucking ridiculous. All right, so you guys can see in 2024, Brock Bowers started 16 games, pretty much all 16 games, had 153 targets, only 112 receptions, 1,194 yards. So McBride had 126 catches last year, and Brock Bowers in his first year had 112 on 153 targets. So that I definitely feel Brock Bowers is going to break that 126 reception mark this year under Klint Kubiak. What up, Charm City? I see you guys, man. Charm City in here. Saludos, brethren. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys do me a favor. Smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Daily Raiders content upcoming all football season long. So, and then you see a significant drop off here. But look, I mean, Brock Bowers only started 8 games, bro. Only started 8 games, and in 8 games he had 680 yards. So let me do the math here, bro. Let's do some fucking math. So he started 8 games, right? He should have started 16, but because of injury, right? So 8 games. So we're gonna do 680 yards divided by 8 games. So he had 85 yards a game, right? So we need to times that by 8, right? 85 yards times 8 more games he should have played was 680. So 680 plus 680, bro. Brock Bowers was on pace for over 1,300 receiving yards if he would have been healthy all year. On top of 64 times 64 is what? 128 or something? 64 plus 64, 132. No, it's 128. 64 plus 64, I hit the wrong button, 128. So we're talking Brock Bowers stays healthy, 128 receptions, Damn, I keep switching the wrong scene. I mean, the wrong one. We're talking 128 receptions for over 1,360 yards. If he stays healthy for all 16 games, you know, and that's always, you know, the biggest if. You know, I don't even like talking about injuries. You feel me? Like, that's not what I do. But you guys see where I'm going here with it. So to say that Brock Bowers can break this record, bro, I think is reality. Like I said, if he would have finished the season last season and would have played all the games, we would have seen over 128 receptions, 1,360 yards. They're only crediting him for 8 games that he did start, so that's all I'm crediting him for, you know. And that was with subpar quarterback play. I mean, he got almost he had almost 700 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns in 8 games, bro. Like 8 starting games, bro. Is it 17 games? I thought it was. Yeah, it is. It's week 18, huh? Yeah, for sure. I forget. Thanks for correcting me, Frank Weber. I appreciate you, bro. So let me see. Where was my? So we're gonna get into our first segment of start, bench, cut. I'm gonna bring up the first. We're gonna bring up the first graphic here. You guys let me know in the chat who you guys are going with. So this is gonna be the first graphic here on start, bench, cut. You guys let me know how you guys are feeling here. We got George Kittle, Trey McBride, Sam Laporta. Me, I'm starting George Kittle. I'm benching Trey McBride, and I'm cutting Sam Laporta. So that's where I'm going on this one. You guys can let me know where you guys feel. Hopefully you guys can see me on the second camera, man. You feel me? We set up the second camera again. You guys can see the studio, double monitors. You know what I'm saying? You guys can see me over here, man. Saludos. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, man. Start, bench, cut. Who you guys got, man? Let me know in the chat. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button, chat. Is my shit lagging? Yeah, my shit's lagging. I just seen that shit right now. Of course. Let me just shut Twitch down. Let me shut Twitch off. Maybe that should help with some of my lag. But yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. We're not counting injuries, Anthony Provencio. I hear you, bro. Kittle is hurt a lot, bro, but we're not adding injuries into this, bro. When I just all healthy, ready to go. You feel me? Who you taking? Is what I want to know. Who you taking? What up, Jack Kenna? Shout out to the 20 people in the chat, man. You guys hit the like button. Definitely hit the like button. I appreciate you guys as always. Please don't tell me my stream just shut off, bro. I swear it's like when it gets hot, bro, my internet trips are real bad, bro. It's like 100 degrees outside right now. Let's see. See if it's lagging. It's still the same. It's still lagging. Yeah, that's great. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see if I can try to adjust something. Let me know in the chat though, man, who you guys got. Start, bench, cut while I try to fix this real quick. Let me see if I can try to cut this down or something. Hoping this shit will clear up, bro. See if I can fix it. There, I think it's clear now. I think I may have fixed it. Light rock. I think I fixed it, chat. Does it look better now? I don't think I'm lagging anymore. I think I fixed it. All right, so let me see what you guys got your answers so far in the chat, man. You guys see what you guys' answers look like. Now, I know the audio should come through no matter what. I just want to make sure the video looks good. The video good. You feel me? Yeah, look, it looks like it's coming through better. All right, chat. Let's see what y'all got. So start, bench, cut. That's who we got. I need to know in the chat, man. So let me know in the chat. Double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Raider Patches. What's going on with you, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute, my guy. Saludos. Saludos, my boy. I did see you in my post the other day, bro. I meant like just in terms of like I ain't seen you in streams, bro. Hopefully you're doing good, Raider Patches. You guys always know it's love. Let me see if I gotta put my chat above this graphic. I ain't gonna lie, so I can see what the chat got. Okay, so there's Raider Patches. So let's see. Let me see what you guys are on. Wait, get your votes in the chat, man, before I move on to the next topic. So Anthony Provencio is gonna cut Kittle. He's going to start McBride, and he's going to bench Laporta. Okay, I like that one. But he did say Kittle's always hurt. All right, let's go with... What else we got here? Jack Kenna in the building. What up with you, Jack Kenna? See, same. Willie Wayne's got the same. Jack Kenna's got, so starting Kittle, benching McBride, and starting Laporta. Is that what you're doing? Anthony, Willie Wayne's going the same with mine. We all picked the same. Oh no, we didn't. I didn't pick Trey McBride to start. I got Kittle, McBride, and Laporta. Alfredo the same. Healthy, Kittle start, McBride bench, Laporta cut. Yeah, I'm with you. That's where I'm at with that one. All right, see what we got on the other side, on the other stream. Okay, so nobody's chatting on the other stream. I do see James Firpo throwing a whole bunch of Raiders in the chat though. I do hear a bunch of that in the chat. My boy James Firpo with the radar type shit. I feel you. Saludos. All right, man, we're going to take the first start bench cut graphic down now, and we are going to look at Jackson Smith and Jigba's numbers. So before we get into Jackson Smith and Jigba's numbers, chat, like I said, please do me a favor, hit the like button. It helps the channel out more than you know, man. We don't ask for much over here. All we ask for is a simple like button. And if you enjoy the content, man, please subscribe to the channel as we get ready for NFL season. We are roughly about 3 weeks away, I think, until the first preseason game, 3 or 4 weeks away. So content's cranking up. I'm going to have Severe Raider joining the show. He'll be just taking a seat in the lounge. Saturday night we'll be talking all things Max Crosby and him being ranked the 4th edge in the NFL according to a lot of execs. It'll be me, Black the quarterback, Nutty Raider Nate, Dirty, the usual squad, and Severe Raider will be joining us, man. Special guest Severe Raider. So hopefully you guys join in that. You guys enjoy that. We did do the NFL, their prediction. They did the prediction where they had the Raiders finishing 8-9 at an optimistic look. We broke that down yesterday live. I'm sorry if you missed it. I had to cut out all the clips because obviously they were going to copyright it from me. So that's why I always suggest you try to make these shows live when you can. You know, I don't always play a lot of clips, but when they do, they copyright me and I got to cut them out. So let's get into the next graphic, chat, as we continue to move on. My boy, father and son football, man. What up with you, my brother? So let's move back on to the next scene where we look at the stats. All right, so we're going to move on from Brock Bowers to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So before I get into this, chat, because I already know there's probably going to be some people that are going to see this, you feel me? Or a Seahawk fan might see this, and they're going to probably think I'm hating on Jackson Smith and Jigba, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm not. I do think Jackson Smith and Jigba is a good wide receiver. So let me just say that first and foremost before I even get into his numbers. So, Jackson Smith and Jigba, this was his 3rd year in the league as we try to get the ad to come down. So as you can see right here on top of me, 2023 Jackson Smith and Jigba played in 17 games, started 3, had 63 receptions for 628 yards and 10 touchdowns. All right, so that was 2023. That was his rookie season. Year 2, which would have been last year, not last year, the Super Bowl winning year, but the year before that, the 2024 season. Played in 17 games, started 16 of them, 137 targets on 100 receptions for 1,130 yards, and 6 touchdowns, right? Now we swing it over here to 2025, which was this previous season under Super Bowl winning team, Super Bowl winning head coach, now current Raiders head coach, former Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator coach to current Raiders head coach, Klint Kubiak. Played 17 games, started all of them, 163 targets. God damn it. 119 receptions, bro, for 1,793 yards. Like, look from year 2 to year 3. He only had 19 more receptions, right? But he had over 660 more yards, bro, by adding Klint Kubiak. And I'm not going to say that Jackson Smith was not a good receiver, bro, but do I think he would have had a 1,793 yard, almost 1,800 yard season without Klint Kubiak? I don't. I don't, and I'm not hating on him whatsoever, because like I said, I know there's gonna be some people there, they're gonna be like, man, you're just hating, man. You know, the Seahawks just won a Super Bowl. You're a Raider fan. Your team sucks. You're just hating. Whatever. You say whatever you want. I don't believe he's an 1,800-yard receiver. You feel me? Like, that's better. I think that's better than any season that Julio Jones ever had, bro. Or I don't even remember. When was the last time a receiver put up those many numbers, bro? If y'all can let me know in the chat, because I don't remember. I know that's not the record. I think Randy Moss has the record. Or no, maybe Jerry Rice. I don't know, bro. But that's a lot of damn yards, bro. You feel me? So the point I'm trying to make is that this is about Brock Bowers, right? And you see the numbers that we just looked at a second ago, where Brock Bowers was on pace for over 128 receptions and 1,350 receiving yards with that coaching staff, bro. Now look what he's getting, bro, in terms of an upgrade at play caller, bro. He just made the #1 guy in Seattle, who just won Offensive Player of the Year, by the way, have almost an 1,800 receiving yard season. And people are going to be like, oh, well, Ben, that's a tight end. I mean, Brock Bowers a tight end. Yeah, Brock Bowers is a tight end, bro. But we all know Brock Bowers ain't your typical tight end, bro. He's not your typical tight end. I think he's a way better receiver than Travis Kelce. And I'm not taking anything away from Travis Kelce anyways, and I hate the Chiefs. You know, obviously, yeah, I shut Twitch down. It was lagging my other stream, James Purple. But so I'm not taking anything away from Kelce, but I do think in terms of a receiver, Brock Bowers is better, and I do think Brock Bowers can surpass whatever it was with Travis Kelce's 1,400 yards or whatever it was. So you guys let me know in the chat. I mean, do you guys think Jackson Smith-Njigba has 1,800 yards receiving without Klint Kubiak? I mean, y'all let me know how y'all feel. I mean, me personally, I don't, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not taking anything away from Jackson Smith-Njigba, because he's a hell of a player. He was a baller at Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't see it, bro. I don't. Like I said, when you talk about Klint Kubiak, we're talking about more than somebody that's just a head coach. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about somebody that, you know, had to rise his way up through the ranks. And one of the positions that he coached was wide receiver, you know, going back, what was it, like Kansas or whatever. So he knows the position well. You feel me? And if you go back and look at like Brock Bowers' numbers going back to Georgia, you know, at Georgia, he wasn't playing tight end. Brock Bowers was just a tight end on paper, bro. People, that's why I went like, and this is no offense, bro, and I don't be trying to take shots and trying to act like I'm the smartest person in the room. But when people were over here scratching their head why we took Brock Bowers, bro, I didn't understand it, bro. I didn't understand it. Probably maybe people that just didn't watch college football. Because Brock Bowers, he wasn't a tight end, bro. He played over 70% of his snaps at slot wide receiver at Georgia, you know, and carried them to multiple titles on offense. You know what I mean? So, let me think about how many targets do you guys think that Brock Bowers is gonna get? Do you think he's gonna get? Or not targets. How many receptions, chat? Let me know how the receptions y'all think. Y'all get over 100 receptions, over 110 receptions, 120. So let's see. So Charm City said he don't believe that Jackson Smith-Njigba has that same kind of season without Klint Kubiak. Jack Kenna going the same route there. No. I like I said, bro, I think Jackson Smith-Njigba's a great player, bro. He's arguably one of the best wide receivers in the league. I think his numbers will significantly drop off this year. I think he'll go back to being, you know, a 1,300, 1,400 yard wide receiver, which is elite numbers. You know what I'm saying? Elite numbers. What's your guys' prediction for numbers in the chat? Catches, yards. I want to know how you guys feel, because I feel like he's gonna get 125 plus receptions. And I think he's gonna hit 1,400 yards this year. That's where I'm feeling with it. I might be a little optimistic, and that's cool. You feel me? If there's one player that I know is a consistent on our team, bro, it's Brock Bowers. You feel me? So I'm excited to see how he's gonna go out there and perform. Like I said, yeah, I know. I ended it, James Furpo. I just said that like 2 seconds ago, bro. You told me that. I told you I ended it because it was lagging my YouTube. So anyways, yeah. Anyway, let's see what else we had here. Let's get up our new start bench cut our next start bench cut segment. Shit. While I get the rest of my topics up. All right, so this is gonna be some older tight ends. Let me know how you guys feel here. Chat, chime in the chat. Start bench cut. We got Antonio Gates, Shannon Sharp, Jason Witten. How we feeling? I need to know how you guys feeling, man. Let me test the pulse of the nation. No, you're good, James Frippo. You just didn't hear me. I just wanted to make sure the second time you heard me, bro. You're good. So Frank Weber had a comment about Jackson Smith and Jigba, I believe. Says, great numbers considering that he was basically on a ball control team. Yeah, and I agree, bro. I agree, bro. Like, that's crazy that Jackson Smith and Jigba was able to put up almost 1,800 yards on a team that was like the most 50-50 terms in terms of run pass. You feel me? Like, that's how dominant he was. Like, one thing I can respect about Jackson Smith and Jigba, bro, is that he's not just a speed guy. I remember when he came in the league, a lot of people thought he was a speed guy, bro. He's got great routes, bro. Jackson and Smith and Jigba's got great routes. And I feel like if you can run routes and you can get open, Kubiak is going to get you the ball, you know? And that's why I think Brock Bowers is going to be in for a huge year. On top of the fact, chat, that the tight end is the quarterback's best friend. I mean, we're going to go back and we're going to look at Kyle Pitts' numbers under Kirk Cousins here in a minute, because I think that alone is will kind of dictate a little bit of how much he's going to throw Brock Bowers the ball. And no disrespect to Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts is injury prone. He's been very inconsistent. Yeah, bro, I think he's in for a way better season. All right, so let's see. So we're testing the pulse of the nation. I want to see how you guys feel. Let me get your votes in the chat. Start bench cut. See how we feeling? Let's see. Jack Kenneth say Kubiak wants to run. Yep, I'm with you. Kevin Kubiak definitely wants to run the rock. So Charm City says in this order. So he's starting Antonio Gates. He's benching Shannon Sharp, and he's cutting Jason Witten. So I think Jack Kenna, when he says 1, 2, 3, I think he's meaning like in the current order that's on the screen right now. So Jack Kenna's going with that same. You feel me? So what's Sharp? What are you cutting Sharp? You starting Sharp? Father and son said Sharp. Who else? We SoCal Sal. What up with you, SoCal Sal? Saludos, brother. Bowers could have left Georgia after his freshman year if he was allowed to. Yeah, bro. Like he was a beast, bro. Coming out of college, bro. People, I don't know, bro. Maybe just people didn't watch, just didn't pay attention to football. What up, Raider Rebel? He said Sharp, starting Sharp, benching Gates and cutting Witten. Okay. Okay. So Jack Kenneth said yes, sir, Ben. That's what it means. For sure. So let's see. So I'm going. Because I didn't get to see Shannon Sharp play, bro. So I'm gonna be honest. So I'm not even gonna add him. He's getting cut. So I'm going Antonio Gates. I'm going Jason Witten, and then I'm going Shannon Sharp. That's why I'm going with it. At least me personally, just because it's nothing personal towards Shannon Sharp. I didn't get to see him play. So let's go ahead and take the graphic down. Fire up some Reginald. Appreciate you guys for coming through the stream, man. Hanging out with Raider Ben. There's gonna be plenty more of these streams coming, guys. I got to get these cobwebs off, man. The regular season's coming. I got to get used to talking. So even though like I don't talk enough, I just got to get used to, like, I don't know. I fucking feel like I've come across like an issue where like I can't really talk anymore publicly. I don't know, bro. It's weird. So I got to shake this shit off. I'm trying to get the words out and shit. Like I'm thinking before I'm speaking, and it's fucking me up real bad. So I'll shake all this shit off. But yeah, man, we're gonna have some quality content. Tomorrow we're gonna do the podcast. We're gonna talk about training camp battles to look forward to. On Saturday, we're gonna have the homie Severe Raider on with us. We're gonna be talking Max Crosby being ranked the 4th overall defensive end according to NFL executives around the league. So shout out to Severe Raider for taking some time to hang out with us. And then Sunday, depending on my work schedule, I'm going to do the show regardless. I just got it scheduled for 8 now because I don't know when I'm going to be off. or if I'm going to have the day off, we're going to be doing, we're going to be reacting to and giving our thoughts on the 49er fan that went up to Max Crosby and tried to recruit him to the 49ers empire. So that'll be Sunday. So we have a whole line of scheduled shows for you guys all weekend. Hope you guys come through, show some love, hang out. All right, so let's get into, I want to go look at Kyle Pitts' numbers. Kyle Pitts, let's see, Kyle Pitts stats. I'm gonna go look at his. I think Kirk Cousins was started like the final 7 games, so I want to see what his numbers were in those final 7 games. I want to break down the whole season. Let's see, 2025 for him. All right, so let's go ahead and fucking ads, bro. You can't escape ads no matter what, bro. That shit is actually crazy, bro. That shit is diabolical. You just cannot escape these ads. It don't matter, bro. You watch TV, you're gonna get a commercial. You go on the internet, look at stats, you're getting a commercial. Like, that shit's actually crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. So we're gonna say the final 7 games, give or take. All right, so let's go ahead. Switch the scene. Scene 2. Scene 2. Zoom in. Zoom in. So we're gonna go week 10. So we're at week 10 right here. So I can't zoom out some more. Damn it, son of a bitch. All right. So week 10, 2 receptions, 38 yards. 2 receptions, 14 yards. Week 11, 2 receptions, 25 yards. 7. I think this is just not great numbers, I guess. I mean, he finished the season with 928 yards. 5 touchdowns. 3 of those were with Kirk Cousins. This game right here, Kirk Cousins was his starting quarterback. He had 11 catches for 166 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't know, bro. It's just Kyle Pitts is not that good. I thought he had better numbers than that. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 13, 19, 30, 37, 39. He had 45 catches. 45 catches, 52, 77. I'm not going to be able to add that up. But he had like 42 catches and what is that? Maybe like 300 yards. I mean, that's not terrible. Somewhere around there. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and add it up. I don't want to give no fake numbers here. So he had what? Let's see. 38 plus 14 plus 25 plus 82 plus 90 plus 166 plus 57 plus 16 plus 58. So he had 549 receiving yards under Kirk Cousins on 2, 4, 6, 13, 19, 30, 37, 44, 49, 55. So he had 55 receptions for 549 yards and 4 touchdowns with Kirk Cousins throwing in the ball. And that was only in 7 games. And Kyle Pitts only scored 5 touchdowns all year. 4 of those touchdowns was in those final 7 games. You feel me? So let's see. See what we got in the chat. What you guys talking about, mate? You guys think that Brock Bowers is going to have a better final 7 games than Kyle Pitts? I mean, that's actually impressive, bro. Like 550 yards and 4 touchdowns in 7 games. That's impressive, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, that's not terrible. Like, that's not even half the season, bro, and you're putting up like almost or over 1,000 yards in just half the season. So, I mean, I guess now that I look at it that way, that is kind of exciting. So let's see what else we got over here in the chat. Let's go ahead and switch the scenes back over. All right, let's see what the chat's got. Anthony Provencio said, "What do you think about Terrion Arnold?" Update me. What's going on with Terrion Arnold? I think he got in trouble or something, right? What's the charges? I don't know, bro. If we can get him for a jug, you feel me, or something, I'm willing to kick the tires on anybody. But if he's got some crazy ass charges, bro, he's not gonna come to the NFL. Or he's not gonna come to the Raiders, bro. The NFL hates the Raiders, bro. They'll probably just end up doing what they did to Vontaze Burfict, bro. Like, come over here, then he'll get in trouble again, get banned from the league. You feel me? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have to look more into it. You guys can let me know the charges in the chat, because I really don't know. Oh hell no, he's on some OJ shit. OJ second time kidnapping. Oh hell no, that shit's. I mean, if he's proven innocent, Because everybody is innocent until proven guilty, bro. I mean, maybe. I don't know, bro. That would be some Raider shit, though, bro. Motherfucker get some kidnapping charge, beat it, and then they bring him to the Raiders, bro. Raiders love bringing in criminals, bro. That's always the narrative, right? Raiders full of criminals, bro. I appreciate you, though, Raiders Rebel, bro. Appreciate you, dog. I'm just trying to shake off some cobwebs, bro. I ain't really did no solo shows in a long time, and, you know, I got to get used to, you feel me, hosting my own shows and shit, so I'll still be with the boys on the Fridays. You guys know how we get down, man. We do the shows throughout the week. We get with the boys on Friday nights. Saturday night shows are coming back, so you guys get ready for that. I'm just trying to shake the cobwebs off, bro, and get back in the rhythm, bro, of doing content again, bro, like on a consistent basis. Like I've been off all off season. My kids are in there fucking throwing bows and shit. So let's see, bro. Let's see. Let's see. I bet Taron Arnold will serve time in prison. Yeah, that. He's definitely not coming here. It sounds like he's gotten proven guilty or some shit. Let's see. I bet he gets off. I hear there's minimal evidence. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm kind of out on players with like questionable backgrounds. At least now with like, you know, the Raiders are trying to go a different direction in terms of, you know, team building and trying to get all the drama out of the building. I'm with that, bro. So I don't really know if I really want to bring in any guys like that. You know, if he gets off, you know, it is what it is. You feel me? Like that's the only thing. Like when people was asking me about Henry Ruggs, like I would have took Henry Ruggs back if either one, he served his time, or if he was innocent. Like I'm not trying to take in Henry Ruggs, bro, if he's over here still in trouble with the league and all kinds of shit. Like I'm out on that, bro. Like the Raiders don't need that, gang. Like we're trying to build a organization that is getting away from having, you know, negative press. You feel me? Like we're still trying to shake the whole Henry Ruggs shit, bro. Like, do you think the NFL done forgot about Henry Ruggs killing that lady and her dog? Hell no, bro. Like we're still trying to get off that shit alone. So, you know, the Raiders got to shake that, bro. That stinks got to go, you know. But at the end of the day, if the kid didn't do it, you feel me, then, you know, give him a chance. Terrion Arnold's a beast, bro. I don't know why somebody that makes that much money would throw their entire life away. It don't make sense to me. But that's why I always try to tell people, bro, like money don't always buy you happiness, bro. Like I hear kids all the time, man, if I was rich, I'd be so happy. You feel me? Like, yeah, maybe, but just keep in mind, like having a lot of money doesn't mean you're gonna be happy. Doesn't mean you're gonna not fuck up. Like you're probably actually more prone to fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, it's like these kids, bro, they're kids, bro. They're in the NFL, bro. Like they throw their whole life away, dude, for just nothing, bro. And Jack Kenna, that's the reason why I don't like the Raiders being in Vegas, bro. Like I said when the Raiders moved to Vegas, bro, because you probably haven't been following my channel that long, Jack Kenna. I've been doing Raiders content for a very long time. I remember when the Raiders moved to Vegas, bro, I was like, the number one issue with putting the Raiders in Vegas, dog, is you're putting a bunch of young millionaires, dude, in the city of sin, bro. So many ways to absolutely ruin your life, dude. Like, absolutely ruin your life, especially if you have a whole bunch of money, dude, and you're going to put a bunch of young rich kids in fucking Vegas, bro. Like, I don't know if I've told y'all this before, but that's like the same way I feel like with the Dolphins. Like, maybe the Dolphins suck because Miami ain't shit but a distraction city for a bunch of young millionaires, bro. Like, it's just not good. I mean, that's why I said before, and I'm going to say this now, bro. I thought Derek Carr was the best quarterback for the Raiders going to Vegas. And the reason why I thought that is because he was the Christian guy, right? Like, he was the, you know, the captain of the team. He's super, super Christian or whatever. And the complete opposite of Vegas, right? He's like the Sin City, then you have, you know, the Christian going in there and trying to, you know, try to make a even, right? A natural ground, try to find natural ground, right? That's what I think the Raiders need, bro. We need another quarterback like that. And that's why I like Fernando Mendoza a little bit, bro. Like, he's you know, a Christian kid, comes from a Christian family or whatever, or Catholic or whatever, religion, whatever. But y'all get what the point I'm trying to make is like, he's one of them guys I feel like being the quarterback, he can keep our team in line, keep them out of the distractions. As long as we win, though, bro, because if we're out there losing, they ain't going to give a shit. They still going to be doing they thuggy regardless. But the point I'm trying to make is, bro, when you have guys like that with that kind of character, those are the kind of guys, bro, that can build a team in Vegas that you can revolve around, you know, because that's the reason why I thought Derek Carr was a perfect fit, bro, you know. But Josh McDaniels, you know, like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I regret getting rid of Derek Carr because, you know, obviously I've come on here and said that I'd take him back. I get why we got rid of Derek Carr, and it wasn't all on Josh McDaniels because, I mean, even it came out, bro. Mark Davis pretty much gave the green light for Josh McDaniels to get rid of Derek Carr. So Mark Davis was pretty much over with it too. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Raiders, it went all downhill since then, but that was kind of to be expected. I knew once the Raiders got rid of Derek Carr and acquired Jimmy Garoppolo, we were going to suck. I knew it, bro. That's why if you guys go back and, they're all on private now, but I'll probably put it up one of these days. You guys, if you guys are around, you guys see my Jimmy Garoppolo reaction. When we picked up Jimmy Garoppolo, dude, I almost screamed through my computer, bro. Like, you guys were almost able to hear me how loud I was screaming, bro. I hated it, bro. The Raiders' whole plan backfired, bro. Like, they went in with the mindset, oh, we're gonna get Tom Brady. Tom Brady's gonna want to come play with Josh McDaniels, and then, you feel me? Then it was like, oh, well, he's going to retire. We're going to go get Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers don't come. And then there's the whole Lamar Jackson shit. And that don't work, bro. And then we're just stuck, bro. We're just stuck. Stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo, bro. So, you know, like I said, I don't regret getting rid of him. I believe it was time. It just sucked that, you know, because to be honest, Josh McDaniels kind of, I don't know if I want to put all on him, bro, because the Raiders probably going to suck anyways, but the Raiders did have a playoff team and he completely, like, drug it down, but I don't know, bro. You feel me? I don't know. At the end of the day, I hope that Mendoza can be what Carr wasn't. And what I mean by that is be a playoff winning quarterback. You feel me? Like, be a winning quarterback. And that's, like I said, it wasn't all on Derek. I'm not going to come on this bitch and say it was all Derek's fault. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, I'm a football fan too, bro. Like, I'm not just a Raider fan. You feel me? Like, it wasn't all his fault, bro. You feel me? He had definitely had to deal with a lot of bad defenses for a lot of years. He had to deal with a lot of bad coaches, a lot of bad play callers. You know, so, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I hope that Mendoza don't have to deal with that, bro. He's not gonna have to deal with multiple fucking coaches coming in and not going to have to deal with bad defense year in and year. I do expect the Raiders defense to be pretty bad this year, but I'm talking about like how it was almost every single year with Derek. I hope you don't have to deal with any of that shit, bro. I'm just ready for the Raiders to turn their season around, bro, or turn their organization around is what I should say. I don't know when it's going to happen. I hope it's this season. I want to be super excited. I want to be that fan that comes on here and be like, man, the Raiders are going to win 10, 12 games. Like, I want to, bro. And you guys know that's usually who I am. Like, I had people in my chat like, bro, we lost Ben because I was coming on this bitch saying we're going to win like 6 games. I don't know if I can do it to myself anymore, chat. Like, I want to be optimistic. I want to. I want the Raiders. I want to be like, oh, the Raiders are going to be hella good. But I just don't know, bro. I really don't know. I've seen this song and dance plenty of times before, Chad. I've seen the Raiders come out here and get good players and get good coaches and like Al Davis says, bro, and that shit don't work. That shit don't work. But a lot of the time it's because we bring in these aging veteran quarterbacks, bro, and that's the main reason why I didn't like Cousins. I get what the Raiders are doing, so I'm cool with it. It's whatever. We're not bringing in Kirk Cousins to be our starting quarterback long term. But that's usually what the Raiders would do. You feel me? The Raiders, the only reason why I'm rocking with it because I see a vision. You feel me? The Raiders are going to build their team with a young coach. The coach is going to grow with the quarterback. The quarterback is going to grow with the coach. The coach is offensive minded. So if everything goes good, bro, like the Raiders can be, you know, the Rams or the Niners, even though Niners can't win shit in terms of the big scheme of shit, but, you know, that be the Niners with how their offense is, you feel me? Or be, you know, like the Chiefs. Like, we can be that in a few years, you know, once our coach and our quarterback get on the same page, bro. Like, That's the biggest thing, bro, in the National Football League, dude. You have to have a coach and a quarterback on the same page, bro. They have to believe in one another. You feel me? Just like fucking Bill Musgrave and Derek Carr did. Jack Del Rio and Derek Carr did. Derek Carr and John Gruden did. Rich Gannon and John Gruden did, bro. They all had a fucking bond, bro. Tell me I'm lying, bro. All these other veteran quarterbacks we done brought in and washed up, bro, they had no bond with their quarterback. I mean, with the coach. Coach really wasn't shit. You feel me? Like, the Raiders are doing something. Like, they got the coach. This is first time being a coach in the NFL, head coach, and this is the first time a quarterback is his quarterback in the NFL. You feel me? So the Raiders have a vision. I know what they want to do. The only question is it gonna work? I mean, it worked the first time. You feel me? Last time the Raiders tried to do this shit with Derek Carr worked. You feel me? Like, I don't know if it's gonna work this time, but you know, at least it's worked before. History has proven that if the Raiders go out there and draft a quarterback and build around him, you know, they can win some games. Because the last time we did it, that happened. Last time we did that shit with Derek, it happened, bro. So what does SoCal Sal said? SoCal Sal said Abrams said McDaniels fucked up the chemistry the team fucked up the chemistry the team barely had. Yeah, there was no chemistry in that team anyways, bro. There's really no chemistry on that team anyways, bro. I mean, there was obviously some chemistry with the offense with Derek and Jacobs and Waller and Renfro, but outside of that, bro, there was nothing else. You feel me? Like, the defense was a mess. You feel me? So it is what it is. What did Khalil King say? Khalil said Niners can't win the big one, but they have given those fans a whole lot more. Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make, Khalil. That was the point I was trying to make, bro. It's like they can't win shit, bro, but you feel me? Their coach gives them a reason, and their quarterback gives them a reason for excitement every single year. How many of y'all are excited? How many of y'all are excited when the quarterback was Jimmy Garoppolo and the head coach was Josh McDaniels? You feel me? How many of y'all were excited when the head coach was Aiden O'Connell, or the head coach was Antonio Pierce, and the quarterback was Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell? Like, how many of y'all were truly excited for that, bro? Who the fuck was excited for Pete Carroll and Geno Smith? Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody waking up on a Sunday like, I can't wait to see this offense. You feel me? Like, that's what you get with the Niners. That's what you get with the Rams. That's what you get with the Chiefs. You know, the Jaguars are kind of building that over there now. That's what you can get with us. I mean, with Klint Kubiak and Kirk Cousins and possibly Fernando. I believe it's going to be that good. You feel me? I really do. Khalil King said I was hyped for AP. A lot of people were, bro. Like, I fucked with AP for, you feel me, his swagger. Like, but I told y'all before, bro, swagger don't win football games. You feel me? So that was my only issue, bro. And then on top of the fact, I don't know if it was his idea. I don't know if it was either his idea or was it Telesco's idea to start Gardner Minshew over Aiden O'Connell. And I'm not even going to continue to get in these damn debates, bro, because whatever, bro. Whoever, Gardner Minshew was shit, Aiden O'Connell, they were both shit at the end of the day, so it don't fucking matter. The point I'm trying to make is, bro, like, nobody gave. I knew the Raiders weren't gonna win much with Gardner Minshew, bro. Like, I already knew it, bro. I already knew it, and I felt like it was disrespectful. It was a spit in the face to Aiden O'Connell, bro. You feel me? And Black be right about a lot of that shit. Black be like, bro, y'all just got emotional ties. Yeah, I fuck with Aiden O'Connell, but just because I have emotional ties to him, don't mean he ain't fucking. I be on this bitch like fucking glazing him. Like, everything I be on this bitch saying is true. I don't be lying about shit. But y'all be on, like, I get it. Y'all make debates and that's cool. But Aiden O'Connell, I feel like, bro, if you put him in the right position with the right coach, with a line that can protect him, bro, I don't think he gonna be a fucking lights out, light up the league quarterback. But I think fucking Aiden O'Connell can be a decent quarterback in this league. But like I said, some people call me crazy. I know people who glaze Aiden O'Connell way harder than I do, bro. There's some people, bro, who come on this bitch and pound the fucking table for Aiden O'Connell over anybody, dog. Like, there's some people like they'd rather have Aiden O'Connell than Fernando Mendoza. Like, I'm not one of those guys. I mean, I'd rather start Aiden O'Connell over fucking Kirk Cousins. But like I said the other day on Black Show, bro, may the best man win. I don't really care, bro. I don't care about the name on the back of the jersey, bro. I care about the number in the win column. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about none of that shit. You feel me? The only reason why I pull for Aiden O'Connell is because we drafted Aiden O'Connell, bro. Like, that's our kid. He's not from another fucking team. There's Jeff. What up with you, Jeff? Salute those, bro. He's not from another team. He's not one of these old veteran quarterbacks. Some Raider fans treat him like he's a veteran quarterback from some other fucking team, dude. Like, he's, I don't know, bro. Like, they just be disrespecting him. He's a Raider, bro. Like, we drafted that kid. And on top of that fact, y'all can make 100 excuses on why he broke the fucking record against the Chargers. He broke the record against our division rival, and he still don't get no respect for that. Our division rival, goddammit. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, can my man get a little bit of respect? I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not on this bitch saying he gonna be a fucking Super Bowl winning quarterback, but motherfuckers like, oh, he didn't complete a pass for 3 quarters. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? He won the game. What was the score in the win column? You feel me? Like, I don't give a fuck about the score or the stats in the completion column. What the win column look like? Type shit. Like, I don't know, bro. He said AOC MVP. I ain't one of them guys. So I fuck with AOC. I know fucking Jeff does too. Jeff likes Aiden O'Connell. There's a few guys, bro. And like I said, it just, a lot of it just has to do with he's a Raider, bro, and he a Raider now. Like, he's from our squad. You feel me? And I wanna see him get a shot. You feel me? Like, I feel like he's been robbed because he's had subpar quarterbacks in front of him, and for whatever reason, the coaching staff or ownership thought they were better than him. You know, on top of the fact that he's had, what, 6 offensive coaches in 3 years or something like that. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But, you know, regardless of who it is at quarterback, dude, I just want to win. I'm not trying to rush Fernando Mendoza into the game, but if he gives us the best opportunity to win, bro, that's who I want to go with, bro. And it's always been that way with me, bro. You feel me? It's always been that way for me. I've given up on you know, rooting for a player, or you feel me, like, or looking at the, I don't know, bro, like looking at box scores. I don't care about box scores, bro. The only thing that matters to me is winning and losing, bro. I'm so sick of losing, bro. I literally represent a team, bro, that's mantra is just win, baby, dude. And I've seen more just lose, baby, than I've seen just win, baby in my lifetime, bro. And I'm just tired of it, bro. I don't really care, bro. I don't really care what it takes to win, bro. I don't care fuck what it takes. I just want to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Derek Carr had an offensive coordinator, a new offensive coordinator damn near every year of his career too, Khalil. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jeff said close to 9 offensive coordinators. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, guys, I don't think nothing should matter but winning, bro. Like, and I just want, when it comes training camp, dude, secondary, what I like to look at, bro, I like to look at who's making the play on the ball. Like, I like sticky coverage, yeah, but I want guys to take the ball away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm going to be looking at when I'm looking at training camp. Like, who's out there being a ball hog on defense? Because I feel like you go back and you look at the history of the Raiders, right? At least over the last, you know, decade or so, right? Prior to 2021, the last time the Raiders had made the playoffs was 2016, and the Raiders had what, like a top 5 defense in turnovers that year? Like, I think we were 16th or something in total defense, but we had like a top 5 or top 8 defense or something in terms of turnovers, taking the ball away. You know, and I think with an offense like Klint Kubiak, the extra possessions will go a long fucking way, bro. You know, with any offense, extra possessions going a long way. You know what I'm saying? But with Klint Kubiak, a guy that just knows how to has a very, very fucking formidable game plan in terms of, you know, 50-50 run splits, 50-50 run pass splits. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm excited, man. I am excited for the Raiders this year, guys. I truly am. I'm just going to temper my expectations a little bit just because, like I said before, bro, I said this even during Antonio Pierce's year, bro. So just keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Analytics show, and it's not all about analytics, bro. It's not what the entire NFL is about, right? But analytics, history, whatever, however you want to say this, right? First year coaches typically don't pan out very well. You know what I'm saying? When Fernando Mendoza gets on the field, first year for a rookie quarterback, doesn't really pan out very well. You know, defenses under a new defensive coordinator, especially under a defensive coordinator that's never even been a defensive coordinator before, with, you know, minimal talent, I believe, on defense, doesn't pan out very well. You know, so that those are the things I keep in mind, bro, when I look at the 2026 Raiders, bro. You know, so that's why I wasn't super excited for Antonio Pierce this year, because I knew it's gonna be a bumpy road, chat. It's not gonna be, oh, we're gonna go out, we're gonna win 10 games. Like, no, bro, we're probably, I mean, if we get 8 games, bro, I think that'll be a great year for the Raiders, bro. Raiders get 8 or 9 wins, bro, that'd be a great year. That would super overcome expectations for me, bro. Because all that shit, bro, there's gonna be some bumps in the road. You might see a game where the Raiders score 40 points, and the next game they might come out and score fucking 13 points. It's not gonna be, you know, smooth sailing straight off from week 1, bro. I expect to see bumps in the road. The Raiders got a very tough schedule this year. You know, I wouldn't say very tough, but, you know, they have a very tough stretch early in the year against some really good teams. You know, I don't think Denver is going to be great next year. I don't think they're going to be an AFC championship team, but they are a good team, and we have to play them twice in like 4 weeks at the end of the year. We have to go to Denver when it's cold. So, you know, I try to look at it's not just with silver and black glasses on anymore, chat. Like, I try to look at it from, you know, a realistic standpoint, you know, and that's what I've always been like that over the last couple of years, bro. Last year I was excited, but this year it sucks to say I was excited for last year too, bro, but I was, and that's probably why I have no excitement for this year, bro, because I'm afraid. What up, Yoshi, man? What up with you? Yoshi Mitsu in the building, man. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. He hit us with the Raider giant.
You guys know I'm going to Las Vegas, so I'm fired up about it. But tonight, for one more night, hell yeah, I'm going.
It's the Raiders coach, man. But yeah, man, what's your guys' expectations for the Raiders this year, man? Let me see it in the chat. Where you guys got the Raiders panning out this year in terms of win-losses? I want to know how you guys test your guys' pulse right now. So we have a poll up in the chat. I want to go over the poll real quick. The poll in the chat says, does Brock Bowers have a realistic shot at Offensive Player of the Year in 2026? 58% of the people on one of my streams on 24 votes says yes. And then all my other poll didn't even get put up. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so that 58% of the chat does believe that Brock Bowers has a realistic shot to make Offensive Player of the Year. And if you didn't catch it, man, rewind it. We went over that a little bit earlier in the show, broke down the numbers. I do think we could see a huge year from Brock Bowers, just based off last year, you know, only playing in 8 games. You know, if you would have doubled that, you know, he would have had, because he had like 680 yards in 8 games that he was actually able to start in. You know what I'm saying? If he starts all 16, 17 games, he had 308 or 680 yards in 8 games. He would have had over 1,360 yards if he would have started 16 games. That's the number he was looking at, and over, I think, like 130 something receptions. That would have broke Trey McBride's record. Trey McBride did break the record last year for tight ends receptions in a single season with, like, I think, like 123 or something like that. So I do expect Brock Bowers to break that record this year for sure. So let's see. We got a whole bunch of love to Yoshi. Shout out to Yoshi. Exactly, bro. That's where I'm at, Raider Patches. That's what sucks, dude. It sucks being like that, bro. I'm like that now, dog. That shit's cold as ice, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Raiders, bro. But I'm gonna come on this bitch with no expectations, gang. You ain't never lied. I'm tired of coming on this bitch with expectations and crashing out during play-by-plays, bro. Some of y'all might like that crashing out shit, bro. It's good content, bro. I hate it, though, bro. I be getting pissed. Y'all see me, boy. I be trying to pull TVs off the wall and all kinds of shit, boy. I be fucking pissed. I'm about tired of doing that shit to myself, bro. Hey, shout out to the 15 people in the chat, bro. Appreciate y'all pulling up, showing some love, man. Make sure you guys do your boy a favor, man. Hit the like button one time. Really appreciate it, man. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me see what your guys' expectations are for the Raiders in the chat this year. He said, I don't expect. I love it, bro. Charm City said, I want to say 8-9, but you never know how the season will turn out. Yeah, so that's how the NFL did their season predictions. We went over that yesterday, Charm City. I think you were there. If not, you go back and rewatch the stream. They had the Raiders at 8-9 as an optimistic view. So, but you know, it's the Raiders, bro. I'm with you though, gang. That's why I said if the Raiders have an 8 or 9 win season, bro, I think the Raiders that'll be like a great season for me, because I just don't see that. Willie Wayne's excited for Genty. I think Genty's going to have a big year this year. We went over his numbers last year. And, you know, with the better offensive line, you know, a better offensive line coach, you know, offensive play caller that knows how to scheme the run game. You know, Kenneth Walker had his best year of his career under Klint Kubiak. As like I said, obviously we were talking about Jackson Smith and Jigba earlier. But yeah, man. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. I do think this is going to be a big year for Ashton Genty. I think I had Ashton Genty at over 1,500 all-purpose. I had him hitting like over 1,000 yards rushing, over 500 yards receiving. I think that's where I had him at yesterday. He said blame Bowers, blame Gino for Bowers getting hurt. That's tough. Jeff said 4 to 5 wins tops, more towards the 4 wins. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. I have the Raiders between like 3 and 5 wins, bro. I think 4 and 5 probably. We're in the same boat in terms of where I think we're gonna finish at, bro. But you know, anything above that, bro, I'll be jumping for joy. I ain't gonna lie. Jack Kenneth says 6 and 11 is the floor, 7 and 10 is the ceiling. Damn, that's a small ass house. That's a small ass house, gang. So I don't know. I think 6 and 11. I think 6 and 11 is damn near a ceiling for me. 7 and 10. That's where my ceiling's at. 6 and 11. 10 and 7 like every year. Bro, I was one of them guys, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let me check over on the other chat, man. We got the other chat going too. Frank Weber said winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. That's where I'm at now, Frank, as in terms of being a Raider fan, bro. I don't accept nothing but winning anymore, gang. Khalil King said that is insane. 2016 was so lit till that man broke his leg on a game he shouldn't have even still been on. Donald Penn's only sack given up that year. That was our Super Bowl year, man. Yeah, it's tough, bro. It's tough, dog. I was at that game too, Khalil King. I don't know if you guys remember when the Raiders were playing the Colts, leading up into that game and going into the playoffs. The only knock that they could find on the 2016 Oakland Raiders was that the Raiders were winning a lot of close games and they weren't winning, you know, they weren't blowing teams out, right? I think the Raiders started listening too much to the talking heads and we were smoking the Colts, bro. And I think the Raiders wanted to make a statement, dude, like, oh, you guys don't think we can smoke a team and blow a team out? They got Andrew Luck out here, bro. You guys be dick riding Andrew Luck as the best quarterback. We about to blow these motherfuckers out, bro. And I just think it bit him in the ass. That's how I feel, because I don't see any other reason why they wouldn't have took Derek Carr out of that game. You feel me? That was the only knock. Because remember how many games we had won by fourth quarter comebacks with Derek Carr? They were like, the Raiders haven't had one statement win all year. The Raiders cannot get a statement win. I think the Raiders were going for a statement win right there, and they were going to bench Derek Carr because wasn't the next game was the final game of the season against Denver. So if we would have smoked the Colts, blew them the fuck out, you feel me, and then won the game, Derek Carr don't get injured, Derek Carr gets benched, and then we probably get a first round bye or some shit. You feel me? And they would have been like, look at the Raiders. They made that statement victory going into the playoffs and nobody thought they were going to be able to make. Watch out for the Raiders. That's just my thoughts. That's how I feel what happened, bro. What up, Milka Beezy? What up with you, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. Yoshimitsu says, I try to be optimistic. I try to be optimistic most of the time, bro. One thing I realized about the Raiders, bro, being optimistic too much will bite you in the ass. So Khalil King said he got the Raiders at 9 wins. Okay, 9 wins. I see that. Let me try to take the other one down. Got 2 chats. So right here, Khalil with 9 wins. Frank Weber said 7 and 10. And then James says 10 and 7. I see you. Shout out to James, man, in the chat, bro. James Abbott, James Furpo. Appreciate you guys, man. Go Raiders. So Dark did post a comment as well. Where was Dark's comment? I think it's in my other chat. Scroll down. Okay, so here's Dark's comment. So let's see. Let me take James Abbott's comments down now. Sorry. So Dark said, salute Bentho. What up with you, Dark? He said, I understand your point of view on why you're holding back this year, but just look at what Kubiak did everywhere with the offenses he had at his disposal. It gives me optimism. No, I'm with you, Dark. But how many times have we gotten guys that have done this or done that and been successful elsewhere, then come over here and stunk it up? So that's, bro, I hate to be that guy, Dark, but that's just where I'm at, bro. Like, Raiders going Raider, they gonna find a way to come over here and they gonna fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? What? The Raiders gonna find a way to fuck it up. I hope I'm wrong though, Dark. It's just I'm gonna stand by that, bro. Until they don't fuck it up, they're gonna fuck it up, dog. Like, and I hope I'm fucking wrong, bro. Because like I said, I think keeping my expectations like this, Dark and chat, this is how you guys are gonna get the best out of me. You wanna know why? Because I'm not gonna have these super high expectations where I'm gonna expect the Raiders to be good, and when they suck, I get mad. I'm gonna have these expectations that we're gonna suck, and when they do fucking anything, bro, I'm gonna fucking explode, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna be fucking on the fucking moon, bro. It's gonna provide way better content. That's how I feel, at least, bro. Than going in, because I went in last, like, bro, we're about to light it up, bro. We about to be good, and every week it was like, every week, bro. At least this year I'm like, man, we about to lose this game. Oh, fuck yeah. It's gonna be the polar opposite, bro. I'm not doing it to myself, bro. I already know, because I already know how my brain works, bro. When I set myself up like that and I go in there with these super high expectations and it don't work out, I crash out, bro. I crash out. I get mad. My whole fucking day's ruined. I'm walking around this bitch pissed. Motherfuckers be like, why you mad, bro? The fucking Raiders lost. You feel me? Like, now, if the Raiders lose, I'd be like, man, you feel me? Like, at least you feel me, old buddy's getting better, because that's all we're building on. We're building on the future. We have a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback. There's gonna be some moral victories when you rebuild, bro. So that's gonna be me, bro. You feel me? Type shit. You know, if the Raiders suck, you feel me? And then if they do anything, bro, I'm gonna be on the moon. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I think content's gonna be lit this year for me, chat. Make sure you guys are tapped in. There's gonna be a lot of content coming, bro. Football's coming. You guys know how Raider Ben does it once football season comes. We on the streams every single day. I got streams all weekend. I got a stream today, a stream tomorrow, a stream on Sunday. You feel me? I got streams all weekend, bro. So appreciate you guys as always showing some love. I think it's gonna be a great year. Shout out to Kerwin, bro. I just gotta come in this joint and just be excited to see the Raiders, bro. Like, I want to win, bro. I want the Raiders to have a bunch of wins, but I'm more excited just to have my team back. Watch the boys. You feel me? Because the Raiders, it's more than just football to me, bro. Like, the Raiders are like a big part of my motherfucking life, bro. Like, I've told y'all before, like, tattoos don't mean shit. You feel me? Tattoos don't mean shit, bro. But I got Al. I got Just Win. I got commitment. You feel me? Like, the Raiders are a huge part of my life, bro. So just being able to sit down and just watch my boys, bro. You feel me? Like, I love the Raiders. I want the Raiders to be good again. I really do. And I hope it happens sooner than not, bro. Or sooner than later, bro. But just being able to chill out in the winter or the fall, getting able to watch my boys. You feel me? I'm excited for that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact that, you know, however it may be, however the season may turn out, you know, I'm excited that football's back and keep my expectations low. And if the Raiders come in this year, bro, and we can and say we have a Redskins type year, you know, or Commanders, whatever, or a Patriots type year where they go from being a trash team to a great team in 1 year, dude, I'm gonna be on the fucking moon, bro. Like, you guys, I'm gonna be on this bitch rapid fire, bro.
Smoke weed every day.
Hey, shout out to Afakasi, bro, with the super chat, bro. I appreciate you, bro. My God.
Edificasi_Raider donated $5 through Super Chat. Help donate to Benther to LA Kitty Gang, pirate flag emoji.
Hey, I appreciate you, Afakasi. Much love, dog. Appreciate you, brother. Said help donate to Benther's LA trip. Appreciate you, bro. I ain't really came on here and asked anybody for anything, but I really appreciate Afakasi, dude. It really means a lot. But yeah, I'm excited, bro. I just think that needs to be your guys' mindset, chat. And I'm not gonna tell you guys how to Raider. You guys Raider however you guys want to. I just honestly believe the best thing to do is just keep your expectations low. We're Raider fans, guys. You know what I'm saying? We're Raider fans, chat. I get it. You want to be like super optimistic. You want to be like the Raiders are gonna win. We have to understand, guys, we are the Raiders, bro. Like, we're not any other team. Like, Al Davis wasn't lying when he said there's 31 other teams and there's the fucking Raiders. Like, that is a fact. Like, everything that happens to other teams in terms of good shit never happens to us, bro. Never, dude. We've been on the wrong side of way too many fucked up things, bro. Way too many fucked up things for me to think that it's gonna change now, bro. Like, just keep that into perspective. Just keep that into perspective. And I agree with you, James Abbott. James Abbott says we have the best coach that we've had since John Gruden and Jack Del Rio. Dark, what up with you, man? Appreciate you, gang. Saludos.
At dark_1R7 donated $19.99 through Super Chat. Hashtag Kitty Gong, smiley face emoji.
Kitty gang, bro. Stupid. You guys are dumb. Hey, I appreciate you though, Dark, bro. Much love, my boy. But yeah, man, I just realized, bro, like as a Raider fan, that usually the we don't get the right side of the coin, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't never get the right side of the coin. We always on the shit side of the stick. I might be making bad analogies here, bro. Sorry, but love you guys. Smoke weed every day. Hey, shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate it. Much love.
Edificacy_Raider donated $5 through Super Chat. Hashtag Kitty Gong, cat emoji, pirate flag emoji.
Bro, why does it keep saying gong, bro? Did you put a O? No, I don't know why it keeps... I appreciate you, Alphakasi, man. Much love. But if I ain't gonna lie, if the Raiders can come out and get like some defensive stops, like say the Raiders defense comes out this year and we can have a middle of the pack defense, an average defense, I think the Raiders can win, just because I do feel like the Raiders are gonna score a lot of points, bro. I feel like we can score. What was Antonio Pierce? We gotta score 24 points or something like that. Who said that, bro? That I feel like I think the Raiders are probably gonna average around 24 points for sure. Thanks, Alpha. Thanks, Anthony Estrella. I think we'll be able to average around 21 to 24 points a game. We should. And I think, that should be, what's crazy, bro, is that should be enough points to win a lot of games, bro. But because our defense is so bad, I mean, I can't say because we don't know, right? Like it's too soon to tell because we don't know how, but we have so many new additions. We have a secondary that's extremely questionable, extremely young secondary, two linebackers, that yes, they play with each other in college, but they haven't played with each other in a long time. One of them, Nakobe Dean, who's, somewhat has an injury history, and then across the defensive line, we still don't know who's going to step up outside of Max Crosby. So for all those things alone, bro, I don't think our defense is going to be very good, but if somehow our defense can find a way to be middle of the pack, bro, I think the Raiders can win a lot of games, bro. Like they could win. I think I can raise. I appreciate you guys, Purple, man.
At James Furpo 747 donated $2 through Super Chat. Hashtag Kitty Gong, Kitty Gang Lowell.
Why did it say Kitty Gong? Oh, much love, Furpo Dog. Appreciate you, my boy. What Jack Kenneth said, not sure what costs more, Sierra Nevadas or gas. Bro, gas over here by my house, like $6 a gallon. Hey, shout out to 20, bro. We're 2 likes away from 20 likes, guys. If you guys haven't hit the like button, please take 2 seconds. Go smash that like button for your boy. Tons of content coming your guys' way. I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, bro. You guys that are just tuning in. Saturday night, man. Severe Raider is pulling up a chair in the lounge, bro. He's going to join the lounge. Myself, Nutty Raider Nate, Black the quarterback, Dirty Raider, and Severe Raider. You feel me? He going to be tapping in. We're going to be talking all things Max Crosby. We're going to be talking about, he was just ranked 4th overall edge in the NFL, according to NFL's execs and players around the league. So that's going to be the topic for the Severe Raider show when he pulls up on the podcast. Big fan of what he's been doing with Chris for a long time. Obviously, he does shows now with 805, and they do a great job over there. Then obviously, he does the 50-50 show with Pharaoh, man. So shouts to all those guys, man. They all do great work. It's going to be I think it's going to be a good conversation. So he's never been on the show before. I feel like it's a long overdue, So shout out, like I said, shout out to Severe. And then hopefully maybe soon we can get some of the other guys on. But, I think we're going to have a great conversation. Like I said, loaded content all weekend. Like I said, I got the show tonight. I'm actually about to get up out of here. I got a show tomorrow, the podcast, 10:30 p.m. Pacific. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing the Severe Raider. We'll pull up Saturday night. And then Sunday, we're going to be shout out to my boy Black for bringing it to my attention, man. He the 49er, little 49er fan that walked up to Max Crosby and tried to recruit Max Crosby over to the Empire. So that's pretty much going to be the content all weekend. As we get closer and closer to football season, you guys will see me on here a lot more. You guys know my mantra, bro. I am the off-season champion in terms of I get the hell up out of here. You got a spot, Alpha Kasi. Say less, bro. You got a spot. We got StreamYard. We pay for StreamYard now, so we got like 10 spots. So yeah, you definitely got a spot for sure. Just hit me up behind the scenes. But yeah, man, you guys know me. Football season, bro. I'm here 7 days a week, damn near, bro. You feel me? So we'll be doing the picks. We'll be doing the post-game shows, the pre-game shows, the podcast, the play-by-plays. All that's just right around the corner, man. You feel me? We just about there. I'm super excited. I love the 4th of July holiday. You feel me? And one of the main things I love about the 4th of July holiday, man, shout out to the United States, 250th anniversary. You know, once 4th of July is over, bro, the next holiday for me is football preseason. You know, so super excited. I can't wait to be back hanging out with the gang. You feel me? And then, yeah, it should be a good time. So I'm going to get up out of here. I love you guys, chat. You guys have a great rest of your day. We will be back on the podcast tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, man. So until then, you guys take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. And as always, man, go Raiders. Shout out to everybody who super chatted the channel tonight, too, man. Appreciate you guys. Really, that shit means a lot. Appreciate y'all. Take it easy.